Welcome on to the Double RT Boxing Show, the Ready Talk Boxing Show. Your show. I'm the host, Mr.A. Matchroom Fightcamp Week 2, the review. I don't know if the first thing I noticed, this is your show. Please support it. Hit the thumbs up. I always say support the show after you listen to the episode. So if you like it, support your show. It's boxing talk right here on the Ready Talk Boxing Show. And if you're a junkie like the rest of us, hopefully you sign in at the front desk of this boxing rehab, known as the Double RT Boxing Show. Now, the card wasn't as even though you can say the headline was kind of a nice headline as Cheeseman and Egerton. As far I'm not gonna go as much as into the ambiance of the review because it's the same. Although the grass did look deader, it looked like a deader. The grass didn't look as green, but I'm not too sure if this was the first, if this happened during week 1. I just didn't notice it because I was into the fights, or in week 2 it was different. It seemed like it was only kind of one camera in week 2. At a fucked up camera angle, like he was on the corner, like he was on a visitor's corner, a neutral corner or something, and it gave you weird camera angles, especially during the main event during Tasha, Jonas, and Harper. Like I said, I don't know how it was for the Sky Sports or wherever this was overseas, but on the zone here in the States, we had one kind of like neutral corner camera guy. So, excuse me, when Natasha and then we're fighting, you get to a certain angle, all you saw was the back of Harper, and you couldn't really see anything, the body work that Tasha was doing. Like it's like and you just hear the commentators like, "Oh, great work by Harper." It's like, dude, but I just saw Natasha throw a punch. It's like it was weird. Like I said, I was kind of like I said, I don't recall that in week 1, but this week I noticed it straight off the back. Like, oh shit, it's like these are some fucked up camera angles. So I was waiting for the camera to switch, and it never switched. I was like, oh shit, it's like one camera, and that's the first thing I did not like that. It made it kind of hard. You missed some good shots. Like I said, really uh, noticed it in the main event. Now, as far as the card itself, as name power, at least from my point of view, I'm just a fan. I created this show. This is a fan created show. I love boxing. Am I biased? I try not to be, but shit, I'm a fan. I got my favorites. So in that way, I keep it real. you know. But I didn't know these names as I knew the names on the first, as I knew the names on the first show. I knew Gil. I knew Reese. I knew the name Yorbley, whatever his name is. I knew some of those names. This one I didn't really know no names, but I was entertained by how hard fucking Smith was throwing. He reminded me of Tennyson the week before, throwing hard as fuck. That was an entertaining fight to watch. So like I said, I didn't know who Smith was, and they say I was like, this motherfucker is hitting hard, but they said he lost to is it Dylan's management boy or Rackbo, whatever his name is. So I in my spare time I go see that fight to see how it is, see what style broke that hard hitting guy. After that was Hopi Price or something like that, a tall, rangy guy at 122. I think it was super bantamweight. So definitely he's gonna have that height and reach advantage like the fucking the Burning Inferno, Sebastian Fortuna. So it's a nice little, keep an eye on that. And there's one more fight. What was the third fight? It was, oh, I think it was just Fowler was next. And Fowler, he I didn't know Fowler went with I switched over to damn, I can't think of the coach now. But a lot of people was going there freaking oh, Shane McQuiggan. So Coley's over there. I think Shane's a pretty good trainer. I don't know. People leave him a lot. Taylor left him. Uh, Frampton left. I don't know if they're leaving him or the business side of the family. I don't know. But it seemed Fowler looked a little looser. He didn't look so stiff and robotic. So it's like Fowler is like one of those fighters. No matter what his skill level is, I feel I could beat him in boxing. You watch him like this motherfucker stiff and shit. Fowler look like he's boxing with back surgery. But he this fight he looked a little looser. They were saying how it reminded him of the amateur days. I guess he fought a lot looser, like Pretty Boy Kelly does, hands down. They were saying watching Fowler go back to his old school is nice to see him being loose. So I don't see Fowler being anything world level yet. Now him and Cheeseman, after the way I seen Cheeseman get hit, that'd be an interesting fight. That'd be interesting. Nice little high level domestic fight. And then on to the main event. I had I had Natasha winning that main event. I wish I could have my scorecard wrong. I don't know where I put it. But I remember I had it 96-95, and the round I had. Oh, here it is, right here. The round that really gave it to me for Natasha was round 7. That was the round where I gave it to Natasha. I gave round 7 to Natasha, but that's the round where Harper got that one good straight off when Natasha spun off the ropes, and that one straight and Natasha's head rocked back. Take away that shot, I thought Natasha did a lot of points in that round. Harper just had that one good shot. So if you want to give, she might have had a few more after, like the last 30 seconds. She might have finished strong or 20. But up until that point, I gave Natasha all the points. The way I had the fight was Natasha just coming out with a straight left for the first 2 rounds. I gave her the rounds 1 and 2. I gave her rounds 6 and 7, 8 and 9. Once in so after round 7, then when round 8 started and Natasha just landed that big hook and they just couldn't finish her, but with 150 left, from there on out, the fight was pretty much Natasha's. In round 10, Harper, she won the round, whether it was activity or just smothering. She'll just jab, fall, and just kind of like just smother her way in there so she don't have to use her legs to work. If I was Natasha, I know she needed to win that fight, but I was like, it's 2 minutes. She ain't got much time. Like, hey, Joe, tell her pretty good advice the whole fight. Like, move, make her use her legs. She's dead tired. Like, don't. I know you got to go in and finish her, but like, go at an angle, make her turn to defend you, make her use her legs, and a lot of times she just walked straight at Harper or allowed Harper to walk straight at her, and never really like what went up to an angle and to make Harper walk and turn to get her, or turn to make Harper turn to defend herself. It was easy for Harper just to go in a straight line with no legs, and I think that was one thing I think could have really took it to advantage. But Harper showed grit. I didn't know, like I said, I thought she was going to knock Natasha out. But I didn't know Harper had a chin like this. Definitely eye-opener in that. She took some good shots, as well as Natasha took some good shots. So that was, as far as headlining fights, good headliner fights, I would say this headliner was better than last week's headliner, because I thought last week's was kind of a much. They just threw the skills out the window, just kind of fought each other. At least the women, I thought, applied skills and just was banging away on each other. So, like I said, this week, I don't know, like I said, maybe it was me, maybe it's not, I don't know. But the fact that I noticed that one camera angle really kind of hurt this week for me. The commentary is great. I love British commentary. They make you think the low level domestic level fighter is fucking someone to watch. So it's always, they can always sell you on a card to watch. I like the commentary. That is the week 2 review of Matchroom's Fight Camp. Natasha Jonas doing a lot, but not enough to get a draw with Terri Harper. Good fight. Good fight. Is it the best of 2020? It can be. I'm trying to think, what is 2020? I still, I don't know if it was a good fight or just a fighter of the year, because it's kind of a one-sided fight. Jesse Hart and Joe Smith. People forget how bad Joe Smith kind of came and just like started the year and dominated the year. That was a pretty damn good start for Joe Smith. So maybe this might be fight of the year. You, you got some out there. You got some out there. The Double RT Boxing Show. Thank you for your time and support.